Hi, this is Chris Bonnie from Consumer Electronics Daily News on the floor of the International CES Show 2010 here in Las Vegas, and I am joined by Jeffrey Kellogg, Vice President of the Natural Lock Division of MeadWestvaco Corporation, or MWV for short. Jeff, thank you very much for welcoming us here.
My pleasure. What exactly do people need to care about your company, why you're here at CES? What is MWV?
Sure. We're a global packaging and packaging services company, and as we entered into the space here, we've spent a lot of time speaking with people about why they should care about packaging. And when you step back and think about the fact of how many times a day one interacts with packaging as a consumer, whether it's brushing your teeth or going and having breakfast and opening a box of cereal, you really start to step back and recognize how big of an impact packaging has on our lives. Then if you take it the next step and start to think about the fact that in most cases a consumer's first experience with a product is actually the package, you can really start to understand the importance of package design and its play with the consumers.
Right. Why should people care about the packaging? I mean, especially consumer electronics industry. Especially, you show me Natural Lock, it's tear-resistant paper basically, and it's recyclable. Can you just talk about that and why the consumer electronics industry needs to look further into it?
Well, what we've found in a lot of studies, third-party studies that we've done, is that the consumer's experience with the package actually can reflect and be related to the consumer's experience and thought about the product itself. So, in other words, if we've all probably gone through rat rage at some point in time where you get a package, you bring it home, and you can't get into it, whether it be a clamshell or an overpackaged product. In some cases, by the time you actually get into the package, you don't even care about the product anymore. And we've done focus groups and some other studies where a customer is so disgusted with the package that spills over to their relationship with the product itself. So it is an important piece of the puzzle and can again drive that consumer preference in a big way.
How open has the consumer electronics industry been to you guys? You mentioned a few of the companies that you guys have been able to partner up with. Can you just talk about that and some of the other industry leaders that you've been able to strike partnerships with?
Sure. We've actually had a really good year. Last year when we were here, there was a lot of us introducing ourselves to the segment, explaining why we're here and who we are, and really over the last year it's been a lot of fun because we've had folks like Kodak, we've had folks like SanDisk, folks like TNY who have converted over to Natural Lock packaging and have been very happy. We've been able to bring our products and our services, which is a big piece of what we do, to bear for these brand owners leading in their market space, and it's been a really fun partnership to work with them.
What's the biggest difference between last year, your first year here, and now the second year? Not just the businesses, but the consumers and stuff that are here viewing this. Have you been able to talk with any just general consumers about what they think of their thoughts on packaging?
Yeah, especially Natural Lock, but other packaging as well. When you can bring a better design that makes it better for the consumer and easier for the consumer and safer for the consumer to get into a product, the consumer really does appreciate it. And that's been one thing that has been good for us to see is it's kind of verified our hypothesis about that. And so it seems like many of our discussions, whether it be with a customer or whether it be with press, everybody resorts back to, hey, I'm a consumer too, and I do love what you're doing. And so it's been nice to see and kind of verify what we thought.
What do you expect from MWV? What do you look forward to in 2010 coming up the rest of the year after the show?
Sure. We look forward to more conversions, of course, and working with some other folks. We've dropped some press releases about conversions this week, and we have more that will become public in the first quarter of the year. And we also look to work with CEA and other members of optimized packaging relative to sustainability. That's something that's very important. And while a package is only a piece of the puzzle relative to developing products and bringing them to the market, packaging can have a very big impact on the environment. And poorly designed packaging, especially, can have a big impact on the environment. Excuse me. So sustainability is a driving force in what we do and how we do our design, and it's something that we look forward to kind of being able to educate the folks in this space about smart, clean, optimized packaging and being able to make that positive impact on the environment. One of the other things that we find is when we have these conversations, we actually can take some of the burden off these brand owners because when they talk about sustainability it's not just the package. It's how do I develop a better TV that uses less energy? It's, what do I do in my capacitor production that may have a bad impact on the environment? By us taking on the packaging side of that and addressing their needs, we can kind of take their minds off that so they can focus on the bigger issues as well. So I think it's an important service we can bring to the segment.
Jeffrey Kellogg, Vice President of the Natural Division of MeadWestvaco Corporation, or MWV. Jeff, thank you very much for letting us stop by your booth.
Thank you.